Psychological truths that will change your life. Most people think their biggest enemy is failure. They're wrong. Their biggest enemy is comfort. Comfort is dangerous because it feels harmless. It doesn't destroy your life overnight. It slowly steals your potential one day at a time. One extra hour of scrolling, one more excuse, one more promise that you'll start tomorrow. And before you know it, years have disappeared. The frightening part is that comfort never announces itself as a problem. It disguises itself as safety, as relaxation, as waiting for the right moment. But the right moment rarely comes. The people who build extraordinary lives understand something most people never learn. Action comes first, motivation comes second. Not the other way around. Most people are waiting to feel ready. Successful people move before they feel ready. That's the difference. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Your brain cares more about survival than success. Thousands of years ago, that was useful. Today, it becomes a problem. Your mind automatically avoids uncertainty. It avoids risk. It avoids discomfort. That's why every meaningful opportunity feels uncomfortable at first. Starting a business feels uncomfortable. Going to the gym feels uncomfortable. Speaking up feels uncomfortable. Taking responsibility feels uncomfortable. Growth always feels dangerous to the part of your brain that wants safety. The question is simple. Will you listen to your future, or will you listen to your fear? Another dark psychological truth is that people become what they repeatedly tolerate. Think about that. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you teach people how to treat you. Every time you tolerate laziness, you teach yourself that excuses are acceptable. Every time you tolerate mediocrity, you lower your standards. Your life is often a reflection of what you've decided to accept. The strongest people aren't always the smartest. They're the people who refuse to lower their standards, even when it's difficult. Especially when it's difficult. Now, here's something even darker. Most people are not controlled by facts. They're controlled by stories. The story they tell themselves about who they are. Some people tell themselves they're unlucky. Some tell themselves they're not talented. Some tell themselves success is for other people. And once the mind accepts a story, it begins searching for evidence to support it. If you believe you're weak, you'll notice every failure. If you believe you're capable, you'll notice every opportunity. Your identity becomes a filter. The world doesn't change. The filter changes. That's why changing your life starts with changing the story you repeat in your mind every day. Here's another psychological truth. Attention is power. The person who controls your attention controls your direction. Look around. Every company wants your attention. Every platform wants your attention. Every notification wants your attention. Because attention eventually becomes behavior. And behavior becomes your future. The average person spends years consuming, watching, scrolling, reacting. The successful person spends more time creating, building, learning, improving. The difference looks small on a daily basis. But over years, it becomes massive. Another truth most people don't want to hear. Comparison is a trap with no finish line. There will always be someone richer, someone stronger, someone smarter, someone more successful. If your happiness depends on being better than everyone else, you'll never be satisfied. You'll keep chasing a moving target, and the closer you get, the farther it moves. Peace begins when you stop competing with strangers and start competing with the person you were yesterday. Now let's talk about something most people avoid, responsibility. Because responsibility is heavy. but it's also freedom. The moment you blame everything on circumstances, you lose control. The moment you take responsibility, you gain power. Maybe your past wasn't fair. Maybe people let you down. Maybe you've made mistakes. But your future still belongs to you, and nobody can build it for you. Which brings us to the darkest truth of all. Nobody is coming. Not luck, not motivation, not the perfect opportunity, not the perfect timing. Nobody is coming to rescue your dreams. The life you want is waiting on the other side of action. The confidence you want is waiting on the other side of action. The success you want is waiting on the other side of action. Everything changes when you stop waiting and start moving. One decision, one habit, one step at a time. Years from now, you'll either be grateful that you started today, or you'll wish you had. The choice is yours, and it always has been. If you want to change your fully life, so subscribe now.